But God is going to give you a husband, a wife, who does not meet your expectations in many of the areas where you most want him or her to meet your expectations. Why? Because he hates you? Why is he doing this? Well, first of all, many of your expectations are probably carnal and self-centered. But the most important reason is this. When you think about Jesus, what do you think about? Do you think about his wrath, his judgment? I don't. I mean, that's there, but when I think about Jesus, if someone said, describe for me Jesus, what are the first words that pop into your mind with regard to Jesus? It would be unconditional love, grace, and mercy. Okay? Now, you know all those prayers that you make? Lord, I want to be like Jesus. Lord, I want to be conformed to the image of Christ. Okay. God's going to give you a mate who does not meet all the conditions. Why? Because if you're married to a man or a woman who meets all the conditions, you will never learn how to love unconditionally. Do you see that? You see, in marriage, you've got to ask yourself one question, and it's the same question you've got to ask yourself in everything. Do you really want what God wants? And most people, and some of the times, I don't. See, God wants your conformity to the image of Christ. You want a storybook marriage. You want a Hollywood marriage. At least the one on screen, not in the one on real life. God wants you to become conformed to the image of Christ. So He will oftentimes give you a mate who does not meet all the conditions, and many times the most important conditions to you. So that you learn to love a person who doesn't meet the conditions. You learn to practice grace, favor unmerited poured out on this person. Do you see? Do you really want to be like Jesus? This is what marriage is about.